Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Netruk Arts. Today's topic, beer review. Today's beer comes to us from Evil Twin Brewing. And the name of the beer is pretty darn long. I don't know how to put this, but this IPA is kind of a big deal. So, from Evil Twin Brewing, a big deal, 1 pint. Let's see what it says. This is double dry hopped, double India Pale Ale, brewed with raw wildflower honey. Sounds good to me. All right, so as we pop this and we get our pour on, let's talk a little bit about what double dry hopped means. All right, so dry hopping is something that is done in the beer industry, the new craft beer industry. Boy, I brought my tall boy glass and I've still got a slight bit in here, which would probably finish off. There's about one little drink left, which would probably fit if not for this little bit of a tall, thick head on it. It smells very good. This beer smells great. Very nice nose. You know, I didn't know what to call the aroma. The rosé, wine drinkers will call it a rosé. But when I had my beer review with the Unibeer reviewer, he referred to it as the nose. And he knows a bit more about drinking beer and talking about them than I do. So perhaps nose is the proper term. Either way, I'm going to run with it. And so the nose here is very good. The head is very thick. It's slow to dissipate. And once again, that good sign of different sized bubbles. Now, as I was going to say, double dry hopped. But before we get there, it smells good. Let's have a taste. I use this word often in my reviews, smooth. And baby, that's what this is. This is like drinking golden velvet. Wow. Boy, that's pleasant. Now, before I tell you a little bit more about the taste, let's talk about what dry hopped is. Now, dry hopping is in the process of brewing the beer. At one point in the process, everything boils. The beer is boiled. And in dry hopping, you wait until after the boil to introduce the hops. Because the theory behind this is that you get the sweetness, you get the powerful pop in flavor from the hops, but you don't get any of the bitterness that is released upon boiling. Now, this beer, I don't know how to put this, but this IPA is kind of a big deal. This beer is double dry hopped. Now, there's a couple of ways that double dry hopped is created. And apparently there's a few different ways. But double dry hopping basically comes down to two methods. One is you dry hop and you introduce hops twice. You dry hop it 2 times. Or you simply dry hop it once, but you use twice as many hops when you do it. Now, what is the process that Evil Twin uses? I have no idea. But perhaps one of you out there might go online and find the details as to what they consider double dry hopping to be. Either way, it's successful with this IPA. Now, to get to the flavor. The hops, the hoppiness, the big blast of flavor that comes from hops isn't so huge here. I'd put it at somewhere around a medium level. The hops are there. There's no doubt about it. I'm drinking an IPA, but it's not like a big blast. It's not overpowering. So if you don't like, an IPA or a double IPA, if you don't like a double IPA that has like that big giant flavor, it's too much for you, this will actually still work because it's about mid to 3/4 range in the hoppiness. And usually a double IPA also means that it's made to have double the alcohol punch. And this one does. This double IPA here, this is a big boy. Where is that? Alcohol, 10%, a full 10% ABV, all right? So it's a big bomber. But as most successful beer brewers will do with the big alcohol type of beers, when you're successful, you mask that huge alcohol burn, which sometimes gives you medicine. You mask it in such a way that you are really just enjoying drinking a pleasurable beer. Now, a little bit of the way brewers do that is with something sugary, something that makes it taste sweet. And in this case, they use the wildflower honey. Boy, let me tell you, this hazy IPA, hazy colored, you can't really see through it. It's quite opaque. This hazy IPA is really sweet in a positive, sweet way. Often a brewer is going to use something sweet to try to mask that big alcohol burn in order to prevent it from tasting like medicine. Here, Evil Twin Brewing used wildflower honey, and it was very successful. As I mentioned, you get that medium flavor of hops, and then the sweetness starts to unfold, and it's just the right amount. It's sweet, but it's not candy. And so you experience that honey kind of flavor. And something that's very interesting about this beer is the aftertaste doesn't hang around very long. That sweetness from the honey kind of grips onto the upper roof of your mouth, and it kind of hangs around up there. But basically, as far as the rest of the mouth and the tongue is concerned, the aftertaste, very fleeting, very fast. It's not dry. It's not a dry finish, but it just kind of tails off. It's like a fast fade out of the aftertaste. And so most of it's gone, except for that little bit of sensation on the roof of the mouth. Very successful. Evil Twin Brewing. It's a big beer, so 1 pint will do ya. 10%. Pop one of these babies. Enjoy your favorite sporting event or whatever it is, and you're going to have a good time. Evil Twin Brewing. Where did I mention? This is from the East Coast. It's out of Connecticut. So my East Coast beer drinking friends, they probably know this brewer. It's the first time, I believe, that I've had something from them, and I'll be seeking out more varieties that Evil Twin puts out. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Netchuk Arts from me and Evil Twin. Peace. Don't forget, after you pick up one of these, no, before you pick up one of those, please hit like, please hit subscribe for more beer reviews and more stuff from Netchuk Arts. Peace.